Plain Jane, Jackie Chain, Richard Mille. You gon' be the one, bust it down, I can see it. Diamonds in the face, crushed up, I can see it. Diamonds in the face.
To answer your question though, I was telling this to Maxime yesterday. I was like, dude, like, cause he pretty much was like, what made you like start doing all this? And I was like, this class of people we have is like none other, right?
Dude,
like
it's pretty insane.
It really is insane.
It's pretty insane.
We've like, I feel like I've seen a good amount of like bodies and just like something about like you guys. It's just like, who the fuck are these people? Like this isn't like a real place.
It seems like it's out of a movie a little
really
bit.
Is out of a
like
movie.
We got all like the different types of people, and then like when we come together, it's literally like we were talking about this like yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like a show, or
It really
it's
is.
like it's so funny though.
It really is. And then Maxime brought me one of these.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
dude.
Are you guys like, what was your role in this with Maxime?
Like marketing, pretty much. So like I created like a little marketing plan, and like I was kind of like the spokesperson. Like I went and like pitched this product like at like a hot house and shit.
What's a hot house?
It's a place downtown. It's like for like startups that they want to like invest in. Yeah, it's just called like the Slow Hot House.
Did they invest in you guys?
No, we got to the semifinals.
Shut up.
Yeah, they only invest in number one though.
What was number one?
To tell you the truth, I can't remember who got number one. I remember seeing it and then I don't really remember. I know the year before it was like a high heel shoe that you can take the heel out. So then like
That's kind of
it's like girls that are like going downtown like afterwards after they like leave a club, they just take the heel out and then they can like walk around and not.
Damn, that's kind of sick.
That's pretty smart, honestly.
So if you got to semifinals, were you like number one, or you were like number 2 or number 3? Is that what semifinals is?
Yeah, I think the semifinals is weird. I think they had like 5 or 6 in the semifinals, which is weird. It's normally it's like you think semifinals, you think 4, and then I think they actually take 2 ideas that they want to invest in.
Okay.
And then the other 4 are like eliminated.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. So what was it like talking to? You guys were going like downtown slow, like super professional. You were wearing like a suit.
Yeah, all dressed up. It was pretty chill. Like me and like Keelan and Maxime, we all like developed like a pitch together, and then it was like something like kind of like school. Like I was just like rehearsing it and trying to like get all my words right, you know, and like really kind of show it off, be confident, but like not too cocky about it. And they liked it. They just said like, you guys already have like a big like step going with this because we already had like the product and the packaging compared to like other people who are just like pushing ideas. So they like, that's like what they said to us like after cause like it took them like a couple weeks I think to respond or whatever, and they're like, yeah, like you guys already have like your imprint on this, we want something to invest in that we can kind of like help grow from like the ground floor.
It's almost like Shark Tank.
Very similar. Like that's like how it was. Like I walked in, it was like just me, walked in a room and there was like 6 panelists, and I had like an elevator pitch, like it's like a minute and 30 seconds to like go over the product and why it was good and whatnot.
What do you think about Shark Tank?
I think it's entertaining. I don't watch it like a whole lot, but I'm like
seen a little bit.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad that it's like a show.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I don't know.
And Spikeball was on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, Spikeball is a gnarly good idea.
Yeah.
I wish I had like created something like that.
Do you think you can create a game like Spikeball? Or not even like Spikeball, just like...
I think I could create a game, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like playing games, so I don't know.
Dude,
Maybe something in the future.
Out of everyone I know, I have not met a bigger gamer than you, Joe. Like, all you fucking do is game.
Dude, stroking my ego.
No, for real. Like, Joe, you are the reason I'm also like, I'm stoked that you watched a couple of these interviews and like podcasts, and now it's like, I'm like asking you to like come on, you know what I mean? Like, you were just someone I'd have to have on the show, or not show, fucking podcast, whatever.
Yeah.
And like, that's kind of dope. Like, you're here now, and it's like You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, definitely.
This is funny you are here right now. And one of the biggest reasons that like I really want you here is because of your like passion and drive and just like what you like, dude. You are the classic like 1970s just like American kid, dude. Like I've met nobody else like you that's just so fucking like go. Like you are driven and you are extremely passionate about what you do. You're very well spoken and just like, I don't know, you've been a dope friend that I've known for like years now,
dude. Heck yeah, like, I'm glad you remember that. Thank you, appreciate that. Dude, yeah, I don't know. In our friend group, I'm glad that I can play that role because, like, you know, like just getting stuff going. It's always good to have some gaming options and stuff because we have like the travelers, we have like the gamers, we have like the chillers, and you need like every person in order to like make the group whole.
Yeah. When we pull up to a beach, like, a lot of people are like chilling and stuff, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, that's what we do most of the time anyway. And then like there's people like playing games, like there's people playing football, there's like another group playing spike ball. And then I've noticed with us, especially because of you, you're bringing ramp shot, you're bringing spike ball, you're bringing can jam, we're bringing in a football, and it's just like for 4 hours, it's just this cycle of fucking like these gnarly competitive games where we're like screaming at each other and just we're going nonstop for like 4 hours. Like that, I love beach days like that,
dude,
where we're just going fucking ham.
I'm right there with you.
You know
like,
what I mean?
Yeah, dude. It was like when else can we do that anymore?
For
like
real.
before, like
For real.
we had like sports and stuff in high school, but now that we're all like older, it's like that's like one of the few opportunities we can like run around, have fun, like you know, like we're back to being young again.
And today I definitely wanted to touch base on you are a wrestler and you've gone far in high school. Shit. Like you competed in wrestling in high school and you like your senior year, what was like your record? Or like how far did you go? Like what's the farthest you've been for the state of California for wrestling when you were in high school?
So Southern Section Masters was the farthest I've been, and that's it's like California, it's all split up in different like sections, right?
Okay.
You got like Southern Section, Central Section, Northern Section, all that. And Southern Section Masters, the Masters meet is the tournament right before state.
Okay, so it goes rank it all. It goes.
So I think it's changed actually a bit today. But back then it was like league. You had to place like top 3 in your league, which generally it consisted of like, you know, like 6-7 schools. Okay. So that isn't hard. And then it goes to like CIF, which is generally a lot harder. It's like 32 person bracket, and you have to place like top 4 or 5.
Okay.
And then it goes to Masters, which is like another 32 man bracket, and you place like top 7, top 8, go to state, which is then like the last like tournament.
Damn, and that's the entire state of California.
Yeah, the entire state.
So you did not make it to state.
No.
Are you bummed?
I was back then. Yeah.
What do you recall? Like what happened? Like how you lost?
So I lost my first match. I didn't wrestle too well. I got like a little bit of a cramp in my hamstring and in my calf, and that's from cutting a lot of weight, like dehydration. That kind of screwed me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. In a tournament like that, you can't lose like matches you're supposed to win. It's like lost that match.
Do you think you could have won that one?
Yeah. And then I lost to the because you have 2 shots basically, right?
Yeah.
Like as long as you don't lose the second time, you're still fine. You can like climb all the way back. So I think it was like my 3rd match. I wrestled a kid who had lost as well, obviously, and he beat me, and he ended up placing 4th at state. So he lost a match he wasn't supposed to.
Damn.
Yeah, so I kind of just got unlucky with like the draw. But like Southern Section, like everyone's like good. Like
really?
Yeah. Like Central Section has like a lot of like the top kids, but then like Southern Section is just like a shark tank. So you gotta like, you know, go through a lot of wars to get to the freaking end of the tunnel.
And I love asking you about this because there's no way in dog shit hell you slept good that night.
No.
You probably felt like a scumbag piece of shit and just regretted everything because you are literally like, Joe, you were not supposed to be born in 1997 or 1998. Yeah. You are literally from like a gladiator. You're from fucking like Rome. Like you were meant to be this gladiator fighter and like lead fucking armies. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Dude, you are a fucking dog pound fighter. Like that's what Joe, you like to wrestle and you like to beat the shit out of people and you like to win more than anything. You know I've never met anybody that like wants to win as much as Joe. And it's dope, dude, because you don't have a lot of driven people today that are like that into the concept of winning. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, like whatever, like yeah. Like I love competition and I love it when you bring competition out in people and I've seen you do it.
Yeah. I mean, I was like thinking about that because I like, you know, there's not a lot of people I guess who are like me who are just like really like competitive and do everything they do. But I think it like kind of like makes sense, like especially with like wrestling. It's like such like an intimate one-on-one, you know, sport. Yeah. I think like with like a lot of like team sports and stuff, like people maybe don't feel as bad when they lose because there's always like someone else to like blame. There's always like, you know, like you win as a team, it feels good. Because I've like played team sports too. Like you win as a team, it feels good. You're with like your buddies, but then like when you lose, like it's always like another person's fault or like, you know. So that's like the crazy thing about like wrestling and individual sports to begin with. Like it's all on you. You take all the glory, you take all the defeat. So it kind of just, everything gets heightened. Yeah. You know?
What team sports did you play?
Growing up, I played a lot of soccer.
Are you good at soccer?
I'm okay. Yeah, not too good, but like not bad. Yeah. And then I played volleyball for a year, believe it or not.
What the fuck?
In middle school. And let's see. Those are the only two team sports. I did like played tennis my senior year of high school, and I ran cross country in middle school for like a year.
Gotcha. And then, what made you not wrestle for Cal Poly? Was that a question?
So,
could you have done it?
I could have if I had done better my senior year.
Yeah.
So like I could have gone to like San Francisco State and like couple other schools and just like, you know, been like a potentially they might have given me like a little something, but it probably just would have been like a walk-on. Okay. But I knew I wanted to go to Cal Poly, so
staying there.
Yeah, so if I wasn't doing it for wrestling, I was just gonna, you know, do it.
Yeah.
But back then too, like I don't know, after like losing then and cutting all that weight, it was definitely a little bit of like fatigue. But yeah, I don't know, if I had done better, I probably would have wrestled for Poly.
And then tell them where you're from, where you went to school, and you just graduated.
Yeah, so I'm from Los Santos, California. Went to school at Cal Poly. Just graduated Cal Poly in winter.
Ooh. Okay, and you just got your bachelor's in...
Bachelor's in business administration with a concentration in marketing.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And you're moving.
Yeah, I'm moving to San Francisco, starting a job in August.
Oh, so you're here another month?
Here another month, yeah.
Dude, I thought you were moving like this week.
I was supposed to be, but COVID, yeah.
What if COVID's worse than another month?
Then they might push me back again, or they might just do it all virtually. I'm not sure.
So you're just big kicking right now?
Yeah, I'm just posted.
Did you prep for this interview?
No, dude, actually, I'm pretty, coming in this pretty, like, cold, so.
This is very casual.
Oh, yeah,
like, this is very chill.
Oh, 100%.
That's so funny, because people, like I remember Daniel was texting me, and, like, he was like, oh, like, what are you gonna ask me and stuff, and, like, I actually called him one night, and I was like, hey, like, can you come in tonight for, like, an interview, and then he was, like, thinking about it, and it was just too, like, last minute, and then like I got him to come with Keelan like a couple days later, like the next day or something. But this is like, you aren't like, your heart's not like pounding right now.
No, this is very this is very casual. But it's like, it's sweet, dude. Like, gotta get these like, you know, like, gotta get these reps in.
Our friend group should know what you're doing, or not should, but like it's, people are gonna like enjoy knowing what Joe is, what you're gonna be doing in your life, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're gonna be like a fucking multi-millionaire someday.
I don't know about that, but I don't know. That's definitely that's the goal. Like, or that's a goal, I guess, you know?
You're
Make
not
a lot of money.
You're not necessarily like a money and materialistic person, but you would love money to be able to do giant fucking activities, have the space to do these activities, have like a baller ass house, and like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not like you're very humble, and you're not like a fucking like, you're not flexing, but like, you're like, yo, like, let's get paid type shit, you know what I mean?
It's like, well, like, money doesn't buy happiness, but it like sure helps.
Oh,
you know,
for sure
like
helps.
I want to live comfortably.
It for sure
like
helps,
I
dude.
don't want to have to like worry about like, you know, like spending like
Financial
stuff.
freedom, dude. That's
100%. Yeah,
that's a huge stress that plays a role on so many people's lives. It's crazy.
And I think it's like with like us too. Like, you know, we're in college, or we were in college, and stuff's like, you got to be, you know, tight with your money in college, which sucks because there's like so much fun things you can be doing. That like once you get out of college, get a job, like you want money for, you know, the time you do have off, that you can like spend it and have fun and like, you know, set yourself up.
What? So, because I've heard you've come up with ideas for like movies, and you're also like a great storyteller. You have like a creative side to you. You're not just like fucking stone and sword, you know, like you have a creative side to you, and I know, and you love movies, and we are going to like talk about movies like a motherfucker during this podcast. That's where some of my questions come. But before we get into that, what, like, do you have any goals or like career side gigs you want to do in terms of being like a creative person, or like movies, which I've heard you talk about? Like, what do you like? Is there what, like, do you have a dream career? Or like some things you want to do on the side related to that?
Yeah, so I'm obviously like really into sports. So I'm, you know, I have like the idea of maybe like working for a sport franchise in like the future, but for that you need to go to like masters. You can get like your master's program for like what I would want to do.
Are you gonna get your master's?
Potentially, like, I don't know, I'm just kind of like taking it all like one step. Master's program's definitely something I'd consider.
Okay. Would you work for the UFC?
Oh, 100%. I'd love it.
You would do that shit?
In a heartbeat, yeah. It doesn't matter like much like what I'd be doing. Like, I don't know, being a part of like the like UFC, like getting free like tickets to fights, that would be like an insane perk.
Would you go into the UFC as a fighter?
No.
Not your thing?
Well, like, I don't know, it's really cool, but no, that's like a different level.
A level you don't, I mean, I could see you committing to it.
Yeah, no, those guys are really like good.
Committed.
Yeah.
Is it more they're just good, or is it more they are very fucking committed to just training every day?
More they're just really good, I'd say.
Okay.
Like all like those like UFC, the champions, they're all like really good at every like single martial arts, but then they have like their one martial art that they're just like damn near experts at.
Who's your favorite UFC fighter?
Right now?
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier.
Okay. Is he gonna retire soon?
He's got one more fight and then he's gonna retire.
Who's he fighting?
Stipe for the third time.
Is that gonna be a good fight?
Yeah, it's gonna be the gnarliest fight in the heavyweight division history.
Is it 1-1?
It's 1-1, yep. Dude, that rubber match. We all gotta watch that, dude.
Is it this weekend?
It's in August now.
Oh, okay. Okay, so why is Dana White this controversial figure?
I think he's just he's really like outspoken about stuff. He really like speaks his mind. I think he can kind of come across as like selfish, a little bit like ridiculous, like kind of a dick.
Yeah.
And I think like people see like videos of his interviews and just be kind of like, you know, ticked off by him. Like, I definitely like didn't like him more like in the past. Like I've grown to kind of like him a little bit more, just because like he's making a lot of money. The UFC is making so much money, but then a lot of the fighters are getting kind of screwed on the paycheck. So
aren't some of the undercard people, they're making like a couple grand, right?
they're making like, yeah, not a lot of money. Like, and they have also like, they have to pay their coaches. If they have a nutritionist, they have to pay their nutritionist, which if you're like wanting to be like an insanely good, you know, athlete, you need like your coaches, you need your, you know, your nutritionist, your freaking, you know, like all your experts that help you succeed. So like, if you only get like $40,000 for a fight or $30,000 for a fight, like, you know, 5% or whatever, 10% taken off for the coaches, you know, 10% for like the gym, like it just starts getting chopped really quickly.
Yeah. And you said 40,000 for, like, there's some people making way less than that, right?
Yeah, I don't know, like, as far as like how all the numbers go, especially with like the like undercard fighters, as bad as that sounds, like I kind of just focus on the big boys, unfortunately. But I know that they're like, they definitely still have to pay their bills, and it's a struggle. And plus, like, they're getting their heads like bashed in, they're getting fucked up. So it's like Dana White's sitting there kind of pretty, but they're all kind of taking punishment for it.
I was gonna say, like, getting knocked the fuck out, and just because I've seen some of these fights, and I'm just now getting into UFC and like watching some of these like big name heads, and I think it's pretty interesting. But like, dude, like okay, for example, the Ferguson Gaethje fight or whatever, dude, that dude Ferguson just kept getting his head literally blown in. Dude, that's like gnarly brain damage.
Yeah.
Like that's, dude, the thing is that people, well, they might realize this, but I'll give you an analogy. It's like couple, like in the 1900s, early 1900s, people were like, oh, like cigarettes aren't bad for you. And then decades later, they started seeing these gnarly fucking like complications from them. UFC is relatively pretty new. There's all these head injuries that are happening. And then decades later, we're gonna just start seeing these gnarly fucking like thing. I mean, that's my bet, dude. You can't take that many punches, that many fucking elbows to the head and not like have your shit rocked.
Yeah, there's definitely like, that's 100% true. But like with boxing, we've already like seen it. Like these boxers that just like go in and, you know, have had a lot of fights that end of their life. They're like punch drunk. They're just like, you know, like not thinking straight anymore. Like it's clearly taking a toll on their body. Crazy. But I mean, that's like, you know, that's the game. That's like, I hate to say it, like that's what they signed up for. Like
that's what they want to be doing.
Yeah, we're crazy. We like to watch people fight. Like,
yeah,
but that like goes all the way back to the Romans and the Greeks.
It's in our nature, huh? It literally is in our nature. What would that be like fighting back then with like fucking like a tiger? Like you watched Gladiator.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be insane. Yeah, because I mean they have like swords and stuff, so it's like literally to the death.
Yeah.
The UFC is probably the closest thing we have to that, but it's still like no one's died in the UFC.
Okay.
Which I'm sure, like, you know, probably will happen eventually. But yeah.
What so I was watching this thing on YouTube, and it was like the profits from the UFC, like 18% of it is distributed among every single fighter in the UFC, and then the rest, everything else is like for Dana White. But obviously, like, it's not all Dana White because he's like paying all these organizations and stuff. But like, I feel like that's like some shitty numbers, dude.
Yeah.
Like it should be higher than 18%. If that is the right number, like it's got to be a lot higher. Dude.
Yeah, I agree. The thing is though, like, UFC has like a lot of investors. They were like purchased by WME, which is like a talent agency. So like I get like what Dana White's like doing. Like he's got to like give money back to his like investors, to his shareholders. So like that, like, you know, like that big like dividend that got released where all these people are making a shit ton of money off the UFC. That's like kind of his call because he's the president, but like I see where he's coming from in that fact that like you want your investors to be like happy. So it's he's just like a businessman at the end of the day. Like he's kind of a dick, and there's definitely things that need to be changed. But
do you think he's understanding?
Yeah, but he might just not care like too much. Yeah, I think he's doing what's best for his company. Like as far as like what we think's best for the company, it doesn't align with what Dana White thinks is best for the company. So yeah, I don't know. I definitely think all the UFC fighters should be getting paid more, but I don't know. I gotta say, like, I like Dana White more than I used to, like, especially during like everything that's going on right now, having like the UFC open, having fights going on when like no other sport organization is going on. That's like big time. Big. Yeah. It's like, I mean, people are already like kind of like going crazy with nothing to do. So like, thank God stuff that we like is actually like on TV. We can like watch and enjoy. Yeah.
Is that shitty being like the president or like the CEO of something, but you have like all these investors you have to pay off? Like I would want to just run my own shit. Like to fucking look up to people. Let me make you happy. Let me give you money. You know?
Yeah. That's. I mean.
How does that work?
I think if you're running a like especially like a publicly traded company, there's like a lot of expectation on you. You gotta like gotta make a lot of people happy. And it's kind of like just an impossible job. Like you can never really make everyone happy. So, or you can, but it's just really hard to do, and it happens. It doesn't last. Yeah. So it's like for him, he's just got to do like he thinks is best for the company. Yeah. And the good thing about like a lot of like CEOs and stuff is it changes very fast. So they get kicked out like after 4 years. But since he's like kind of the trailblazer for the UFC, who knows? Who knows when he's leaving? Yeah. We might be stuck with him for a bit.
Is he a big guy? He's kind of strong looking.
Yeah, I don't know how like big he is, but he's definitely not like little.
Yeah. What do you think would win in a fight, Joe?
Okay.
I can't stop. I mean, I think the census has been like very one-sided. I've just been asking people this for fun, but saltwater crocodile versus great white shark.
Oh man. Like I watched something like on like the Discovery Channel or like some nature channel like a while back that like did like a simulation of this.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but dude, I don't know. I don't really know enough about sea animals to like give you like a good freaking prediction. I think if they're both just swimming, probably the great white, because don't they like attack from underneath? So it would just be like all belly that it'd be taking off the great white, or sorry, the crocodile, yeah. But I don't know if they see each other and it's in like shallower water, like not deep ocean, then I'd maybe put my money on the croc.
You think so?
I don't know. Like I think it depends on the water. It depends on and if they see each other. So I think the shark would win if the croc didn't see it. They're just like swimming.
I'm saying they know each other, are there, all that shit. Like they're in like a giant like a fucking arena. Mm-hmm. Like a fucking SeaWorld arena.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about them. Depends. I don't know. Like I feel like in my mind, I would think the croc would be able to maneuver better and like be able to dodge, but I don't know. Like I don't know much about crocodiles and sharks.
I think the great white would be able to maneuver better.
Oh,
I
really?
think it'd be able to pivot better. It has that big ass fucking tail. Its jaw size, the diameter of the jaw size is definitely a lot bigger. Like a crocodile has like that has a big ass bite. It has like a snout though.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be biting like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be and also the crocodile has like the strongest bites. But the thing is like, what's it gonna grab onto? Like there's no way that bite in the croc's jaw size can wrap completely around the diameter of a fucking great white shark. You know what I mean? And the great white, I think the great white could honestly chomp a saltwater croc in half.
Dude, you might be right. I don't know. I don't know enough about him. It seems like the path for victory would be the croc latches on a fin and then just does its like barrel roll thing or whatever and just rips that sucker off and then just kind of walks away and lets it bleed out, I guess.
Yeah, that's what Taj was saying. Like the croc the croc might make it bleed. I just don't see a fucking crocodile winning. Like, dude, the great white is so, like, there's a lot of power. Dude, it can swim fucking fast, too. Bro.
Yeah.
And dude, it's a giant torpedo. It's all aerodynamic. It's not, doesn't have arms, doesn't have legs. Like, it's, yeah.
Huh.
And I think the way a saltwater croc maneuvers, like, it can't turn on a dime. A fucking great white can literally go and just turn on a dime with that flick of the tail, bro. Are you kidding me? Like,
all right, I'm seeing what you're saying.
And
right
Bobby
now, yeah.
brought this up, like, this skin. The croc has more armor.
Yeah.
The skin, though, of a shark, like, if you look at it under a microscope, it's literally like aerodynamic hooks, like, facing backwards that just let it propel through the water. And I bet you the great white's teeth are gnarlier. I bet you. I feel like the shark's teeth are
It's just the jaw of the croc then, huh?
I don't think that I don't think that a crocodile's bite is meant to, like, break bones and shit. Like, a great white just fucking cuts things in half. It literally just chomps it, bro. That jaw
I want to show you this video now.
huge,
I want to
bro.
find that nature video and show it
I'm
to you. I
down.
think you'd be really interested in
I'm
that.
down.
Like, it was super corny, but I don't know. It was pretty enjoyable.
Do you think this has ever happened before? That's just like a multi-billionaire puts these two things in a fucking tank. I bet you there's some illegal
You think
animal
so?
training. Yeah, I bet you.
Well, dude, it's pretty crazy. Like, you know, like that stat with like tigers and lions or whatever. Or like, I think it's tigers. There's more tigers in Texas than in the rest of the world.
No way.
Have you heard that?
What?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's gnarly.
They don't belong in Texas.
People have them though.
Fucking Joe Exotic.
Yeah, dude. Tiger King shit.
Did you watch that show?
I watched like the first episode.
What do you think?
I thought it was like entertaining. Like I'll probably like watch it like eventually, but I don't know. I just had other things to
Yeah.
watch and do. But I know it was like big freaking fad. Like everyone was watching it. It was pretty crazy.
If people have more tigers in Texas than the rest of the world, I bet you someone has an aquarium and put in a great white and a saltwater croc in it.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you're
we
probably
just don't
right.
know about it because it's so illegal.
Yeah, I'd be down to see it.
Like
If they get my admission fee, I'd be super down to watch it.
Like some Hearst Castle shit.
Yeah, I wonder if they'd even attack if you put them in there. And they're like, I wonder if they would just hang out.
That'd be
If they were getting like,
scary.
if they're each like on their own side, if it's a huge ass tank and they're each getting their own food, I wonder how long it would take before they would start. Because I don't know how like territorial those two animals are. You know, because if they're both starving, then definitely like they have to fight each other. But
They kill people.
oh yeah,
Like both.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Sharks probably more on accident, but I mean, like on shows on television, you hear about these ghost stories about like crocodiles like hunting like villagers and
Yeah.
shit in like Africa or Australia or whatever. But dude, do you think they would fight? I think they. Okay, if you threw like a thing of meat in the middle after a few days, like they would get in each other's way potentially, right?
yeah.
What do you think?
I think, dude, yeah, I don't know. It depends on how big the tank is, you know, like how much room do they have to operate? But if they're both starving, they'd have to fight to eat. And then I wonder if like if the shark would just like be swimming and then get the croc like when it's not expecting it. It's like crocs like float though too, don't they?
Crocs
on top.
float. They also go underwater.
So yeah, the shark would definitely win because they just go right up, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like in movies, you see them like going like at people, which is like weird. I thought I heard they like go underneath and like attack like literally
Yeah.
from the bottom up.
And they just fucking fly out of the ocean like feet, bro, like yards.
Okay, yeah, the croc would definitely lose.
Yeah,
then.
I think the croc
that's their like hunting technique.
If these two animals were in like a pool, would you okay, so say these animals are in like a big ass aquarium. You can like see one on one side, see one on the other. They're like swimming around in the middle. And it's like the width is 10 yards.
Okay.
So it's more like a narrow type, it's like a rectangle. Would you swim would you swim that 10-yard width for like On the other side is $10 million.
They're both in there?
They're both in there. And you can get like a running diving start.
Oh my gosh,
10
for
yards.
10 million.
I'd probably do it. Fuck it.
I probably would too.
I think I could do it.
I mean, I'm like not even a fast swimmer, but $10 million. I don't know. Can I like, I'd have to like learn more about, I'd like literally learn about the species. That would like force me. Like, okay, like if I jump in a pool, like how aggressive are they going to be? Instead of sharks, it's like kind of like, a lot of times they just swim, right? And they're not even like.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
I'd have to look into it more, but I don't know. Which one do you, this is a weird question. Which one do you like see yourself more as? Like if you were not a human and you were one of these two animals.
Probably a crocodile.
Dude, me too. I'm definitely a croc.
Probably a crocodile.
Yeah. Great whites they're too big and fat, man.
Yeah.
I do not see myself being a freaking. There's some sweet sharks though. That
Sweet
freaking
sharks?
like, yeah, like the mako, like that super fast shark. It's like just a dart underwater.
Was it aggressive?
I don't know. I just know it for being like the fastest shark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tiger sharks are gnarly.
Yeah. Bull sharks are
Those are
really
gnarly.
gnarly.
And can't bull sharks go into freshwater and swim up rivers and shit?
That's what I've heard. Yeah. I've heard a lot of shit. I don't know like what's true and what's not. Like, I don't know. It's definitely like we hear a bunch of stuff and I don't know. I just like, okay, yeah, like I'll think that's true just because that makes me like more interested in something. But
yeah,
I have no idea.
We've been documenting like this stuff for years and years and years, and like we're still like learning about species like this.
What's crazy is we could like figure out the majority of the answers to the questions just by like pulling out our phone.
Yeah, we're cyborgs.
Yeah.
We're literally walking cyborgs. We have everything. We know all the answers. Just pull out a fucking tablet from your phone.
Yeah.
Recognizes your face. Boom, it's open. It tracks everything you look at, everything you talk about.
Dude.
Constantly sending you advertisements.
These ads
Fuck
that
the
like,
ads,
dude, like where you're talking about something and it pops up on your phone. Like,
yeah.
that shit's insane.
They're listening to everything we say. Huh.
They're listening right now, dude.
Dude, are we really? No, they are. They fucking are, Joe.
Yep.
Are we You've read the book 1985?
Yeah.
Are we living in 1985 right now?
That's pretty extreme, but it's more so now than ever before. Like it definitely like shit's getting a little crazy.
There's not really laws to protect us, right? Like there's not, it's so new. There's not like laws against technology and invasion of privacy.
Yeah, I like took like a biz law class and like went over like a bunch of stuff, but it does seem like everything's kind of like, especially like in China, like there's a lot of shit you can do over there that you can't do here.
Huh?
Yeah. Like, yeah.
People say we live in a free country. I don't think we do. And then right when I say that, they always go, "Oh, dude, like you can do this in America," and it's like, I feel like you're not getting the point of what freedom is, dude. Like we go downtown, there's 30 cops there's cops everywhere, dude. Like they literally watch your every move. They're like bouncers and shit, like triple click their light, SOS, like boom, cops are there. I had a ton of other good examples. I'm just like not remembering right now, but we're constantly being monitored.
It's screwed up because I was listening to your other podcast with Daniel and Keelan.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it was who said it, but someone's like, "Oh yeah, like you'll drive down the road and you'll see a cop and they'll like they'll be like a little like, you know, you'll get like a little nervous." Yeah. And that's 100% should not be what's happening.
Keelan said that and I was freaking out on that. You should be happy to see them, bro.
Yeah,
they should be so involved in the community.
It's crazy. Like growing up, like my parents told me like wave, like when you see a police officer, like when you're driving by, like wave to the police officer, like this is like a good thing to do. And now like that's definitely not happening.
Oh, you'll get shot if you wave at a police officer.
Yeah, I don't know. I think cops, it's such a hard job. Like I definitely, there's so many like, you know, bad ones, but then there's so many good ones that just like get fucking shit on because of the bad ones. Like it sucks. We like judge people based off like their peers, but I don't know. That's like where the world's at right now. It's
Shit's crazy.
crazy.
Shit's crazy. Do you think we live in a free country?
Not like completely free. I don't know if there's any country that's like completely free. I don't know. But no, I don't know. I definitely think there's some stuff that really like sucks about the US right now. Like I was hearing, I think it was on, it might have been on like Rogan's podcast, but he was like, yeah, like this dude got fired because of something his wife tweeted.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I heard about that too.
Yeah, like that's like not living in a that's like not living in a free country. That's you're getting judged for like what other people do. Like, okay, like I don't know. It's basically like they want you to think how they think and like act how they act and, you know, believe what they believe, which like, I don't know. It seems like our forefathers, that's exactly what they were like fighting against, was to like get out of the tyrannical rule of like Britain. So
they literally were fighting from like Great Britain or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not good on history, but they literally fought wars for us to not have these like tyrannical or something. Tyrannical, yeah. Like what the fuck, Joe?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. That's like,
why don't we have anyone fighting right now for this? Like why isn't there not like not a civil war, but a civil war going on? Like people aren't dying, but it's like a fucking, hey dude, stop listening to me on your phone, stop tracking my fucking browser history, stop doing this, stop doing that. Like,
yeah,
why?
I think, dude, I think it seems like we're like building up to something, like maybe even in our like lifetime where something big's gonna go down. That's like, I don't know. I'm like not into politics at all. Yeah. Like I don't like politics, but it seems like there's just like a big freaking like divide and people are like really mad at other people, and I don't know. I think if everyone kind of just like chilled the hell out and just everyone act like decent, then I think there wouldn't be like any I don't think it's like a hard problem to solve with a lot of things. Some of them it's like really hard to solve, but yeah, I don't know. I think if everyone just act decent to each other, and we'd be like way better off. I don't know if we're supposed to talk about that. You might have to cut some. I don't know.
No. You're not offending a soul.
Okay.
I hope you're not offended. If you're offended by anything that's been said, you are living in a fucking closet or something, dude. Like,
yeah.
Like you like. Yeah. Dude, people get.
It's crazy. You gotta do that though nowadays. Like you have to say like, you know, like not trying to offend, because just people are like really sensitive, and you can't.
Who are these sensitive people? Like, do you know any of these sensitive people?
Yeah, and it's like I don't act around them how I act like with you or like my friends.
In our immediate friend group, we say and do whatever the fuck we're feeling, and it feels amazing.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but we don't like do anything like bad, which is like the majority of people. Like we don't do anything like bad.
Oh,
like, so it's like these people that are like doing like fucked up things that ruin it for everybody. You know?
I feel like sometimes the people getting like super offended by this type of shit are sometimes like the bad people, and they're just living in this fucked up fantasy where like they think they're the ones that are right. Huh?
Yeah.
Dude, have you been on like social media and it's not social media anymore? It's just like a fucking repost of all these like quotes, and just like it's just a indefinite feed of just people just begging for this stuff to happen that's not gonna happen by putting it on your Instagram. Like that's what the higher ups want you to do, huh?
Yeah, it definitely like got like taken over there for a minute, which is like, I don't know, it's like screwed up. Like I don't know, like the mess. I feel like I believe like with a lot of the messages of like what people are trying to do and what people are saying, like the majority of messages, but like I don't know, the whole like just over stuffing that like a topic or something like that. Like I don't know, I don't like getting bombarded by a lot of the same like thing with any part of my life. Like I don't know, it just gets old after a while, like doing the same thing or hearing the same thing like Which like, even if like because I agree with it, but it's like social media is weird, dude. I do not get social media at all. I've like never really like understood like the purpose of social media. I like when I get on like Instagram. I actually haven't been on Instagram in a while. Like I deleted that.
Everybody deleted it.
Yeah.
It's so shitty now. Everybody fucking deleted it because it's so pointless.
Yeah.
It used to be this fun thing.
Yeah.
And now it's just fucking like, I feel like I'm watching like the news.
Yeah, dude, it sucks. Cause like all I want to see on there is like my friends, like what
what people are doing,
what
like friends are doing,
like cool stuff.
Yeah,
like people are doing
dope ass shit.
And now it's like just not that. So it's like, all right, shit. Oh, dude, like social media is so weird. There's so many like bad parts of social. Like the cons definitely outweigh the pros with social media.
Yes.
Like 100%. Like it's, I don't know, especially like if I feel like for people that are like looking to social media to like improve their lives or like, like get gratification. Like that's like, thankfully I've never had any like, problems with that. But like those people, it's like, ooh, like that is not the way to like live life, in my opinion. But teach their own, I guess, Dude,
have you also noticed on social media, like, you go on like this like your favorite, I don't know if you follow like anyone, like your favorite artist or like music people, you know what I mean? But I follow a good amount of like people that I like, artists that I follow that are like, hey, I'm dropping new music on Thursday just so I can like stay updated on like I
that's how it's me for like some sports stuff too.
Same principle, but like
sports music.
Clicking on some of their posts sometimes and like looking at some of the comments, and it's like these people are like literally begging in the comments like, should I stop making music, or like please follow me and stuff, and it's just people are begging for like their own like self-glory, and it's like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro.
Like
literally shut the fuck up.
I don't know what you're doing.
Like stop begging for damn attention, dude.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't get it.
People are attention whores, dude.
People are attention whores.
People want like attention, and that's their way of doing it.
Go get self-made as fuck and don't be a little complainer. Hey, follow me. Yeah. Or, hey, like, should I stop making music? Like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. Just go do your shit. Be your own person. Go do your shit right now. Wake up. Go the fuck to bed right now. Wake up in the morning. Do something else. Like, do what you want to do. Follow your dreams. Stop living in fucking fairy tale land where like all you do is look and beg through like other people's eyes. It's like, what should I be doing? No, it's not what should I be doing. You're your own person. Go discover who you are and make those rules for yourself. What do you want to do starting right now?
And don't worry so much about what other people think of you. Dude, like, oh my God, you're not going to be friends with everybody. Like, that's the end of the day. Like, you're going to have people that you like. You're going to have people that you don't like. You're going to have people that like you, and there's going to be people that don't like you. You can't like make everyone happy. All you can do is live and lead the best life for yourself and try to like, help others that you actually care about.
I'm feeling a good amount of like energy and like fire. This is why I love hanging out with you, bro, because you get passionate and then I get amped up from it. I'm feeling like this warm like fire in my belly right now because you're getting me worked up, like I've had this question for a while. Okay. And we're gonna get into a good sized debate, but the thing is, you are one of the perfect people to do it with, and it's nothing controversial at all. Like the completely change of topics, and you can literally verify this with Keelan Rarig. But I brought this up with Keelan.
Verify it with him for sure.
I brought this up with Keelan like a while ago, and then I was like, dude, like I'm gonna bring this up with you and Joe like sometime this summer when I get back from Oregon. And then he was like, okay, but Keelan's not here right now, but you are, and this is the perfect time to do it. What the fuck happened with Game of Thrones? Joe, hear me out.
Why'd you gotta do that one, man?
Joe, I binged watched seasons 1 through 6 in a couple, like in not even one summer, because I knew season 7 was coming out at the end of like summer 2017 or some shit. So I had to get caught up, right? There was a point where I was at Taj's house in Morro Bay, and we watched season 5 in one day. So with all that being said, I have like, I'm following the series. I'm like, dude, this is the best show ever. Season 1 done, 2 done, 5 done, 6 done. So I'm like, okay, dude, like this whole vibe has just been the same, just like surprise, 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 like this perfect TV show. All this gnarly shit's going on. And I watched this in like probably like a very short amount of time, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden season 7 comes out. And I'm carrying you guys watch seasons 1 through 6 over the course of years. I watched it in a couple months. So it's like super fresh, super new to me, like a blend of this awesomeness. And then season 7 comes out and I'm like, what? Like, this doesn't feel right. Like, this doesn't feel how it was yesterday. And then everyone around me is like, well, it seemed like everyone around me was like, oh, like, it's super good, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, this doesn't feel like what I watched last week. It really doesn't. And then like a year later, like 9 months later, like in April of like, what, 2019 or some shit, like season 8 comes out and I'm going like, dude, this is not the same shit I was watching. It's really not. It's completely different. What the fuck happened?
Oh man,
Like,
a lot of things. I think they definitely rushed it. That was like one thing. Like season 7, you started seeing it. Like
You
they
really did.
condensed the episodes. It was like just felt rushed. And then I think like how Game of Thrones really like got so popular was because it's like so like real. Like not like the fact that, you know, there's like, it's like fantasy stuff, but it just seems like it's how like real people act. Like there's a lot of like backstabbing, a lot of like cutthroat people that'll do whatever they can to like get ahead. And then you're seeing like all of these like big characters, like main characters, you know, get killed and die and get like, you know, double crossed. And there was a lot of like surprises and stuff. And for sure.
But keep talking. I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. And then like you're seeing like all these people just like die and get freaking backstabbed and just all this like surprise that was into it. Like you didn't know like what was gonna happen. So that was kind of like their like big trademark for the show. But like once like the end was coming around, they kept trying to keep this like surprise factor going. But in like reality, all the characters had like accumulated, come together, and then you just needed to have that big epic ending.
Yeah.
And instead of trying to like keep that big ending like epic intact, they wanted to just, you know, keep like making people guess kind of deal. Like no one would have got it. Spoilers, like you had to have seen it right now. If you haven't seen it right now, I'm sorry. Like no one expected freaking Bran to be the king. So like I don't know if that's their like.
That was a weird move.
Yeah, like are you just trying to make it seem like unpredictable? Like a lot of endings for stuff are predictable and they're still like really good. And I'm like all for like being unique and being like, you know, thinking outside the box, but that ending, I think if they just went like the predictable, one of like the 4 different routes that we like planned out, it would have been a great show. And I don't know, they could have gone in like almost like any direction and it would have been good, and they just literally chose the one wrong direction.
Didn't the creator, like the actual creator of Game of Thrones, I don't know what his name is,
George R.R. Martin,
didn't he say it was supposed to be this 10 episode, 10 season thing? I don't remember what he said. I think he said it was like they're like rushing, but I'm not like for sure what he said on that. His like he hasn't finished the books. Yeah. So he could definitely like do a lot different, and is like the freaking writer, the creator, so I'm sure he'll like deliver. But the kids that were making, literally the kids, fuck you kids, like the kids that like were making the Game of Thrones season 7, season 8, didn't they get a deal with Star Wars, and they literally said like, yeah, like we're trying to move on with our lives. That's like, wrap this up. Yeah, it's that's like, dude, you got like idiots. They could have done both. Like now they're not even doing Star Wars. I don't know what happened. They like got dropped out or cut something. But yeah, it was, I don't know, my like perfect ending. Like I just think it would have been way better. I think everyone's like perfect ending just would have been way better. You know, like we like were expecting stuff, and that stuff just like they just chose to like go completely like 180 and.
I don't know.
Literally for like half of season 7 and like majority of season 8, they put so much emphasis on people like re-meeting each other. Like it wasn't smooth. The transition of like you know what I mean? Like
that's what happens when you rush something too.
Yeah,
you know, like
it was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? It was crazy, Joe. Like why? Like on some more specific shit, like why wasn't there a Grey Worm Jon Snow fight? Like why wasn't that a thing? Why was that not a thing?
That would have
it was set up.
That at least would have given us like a good, you know, it would have not left a sour taste. But not having that, it's like it made it just even worse.
And
like,
honestly, let Grey Worm win. That would have been dope.
Yeah, I mean, whatever happened would have been sweet if they fought, but it's still, the show still probably would have been like, we would have been disappointed, but that would have been sweet.
Yeah.
Which is like weird because, you know, like how I viewed it is like Jon Snow was kind of like the Anakin Skywalker of that world. Like he was like the chosen one. Like him and like Daenerys were like, you know, on like a collision course for like destiny.
Yeah.
And then it was like going to be like him and like, you know, like with the help of like Dany versus the Night King. And instead it just like, it wasn't like that at all. And then like they made Cersei the like primary villain when the Night King for the past like whole show, past 7 seasons, has been like the big arch like nemesis. And they should have had him fight in the end, but instead they killed him like midway through. And then you have to deal with Cersei after. Like, I don't know. I hated it. I thought it was so whack that they did that. Like, I think if Jon, it should have been, they shouldn't have made Daenerys bad. They should have had Jon and Daenerys get married, hook up, or whatever, you know. They have like a kid, and then Jon and Daenerys die fighting the Night King. Or, you know, like they die fighting the Night King, and then the kid ends up ruling the kingdom.
They built the Night King up to be this crazy person,
insane
with this backstory,
and then he just
gets
stabbed.
What was the point of the Night King? I thought the Night King was gonna do some gnarly ass shit, or like I thought the Night King was gonna be someone like a person that got like brought back. Like that was a theory, you know. Like it was like supposed to be like Bran or some shit. Like, the Night King, they made him out to be this gnarly person, the most mysterious person, and like it was gonna be just the craziest ending. And then you have Arya Stark pop out of nowhere and stab him with a piece of fucking sheetrock. Like, what the fuck?
Pretty freaking weak. But like, I like Arya. Like, she's a sweet character, but I just like, I don't know. I didn't get that. I thought like when that whole battle was going on, I thought he was gonna take his dragon and fly across the world like King's Landing, and just
that would have been
turn everybody there, and then, you know, like the good guys win the battle at Winterfell, but then like he corrupts, like, you know, like turns everyone in King's Landing into zombies, and then they fight again, or walkers, and then they fight again like in the middle. And it's like one last like Colossus battle.
Our friends liked the battle at Winterfell. I thought you couldn't even see it. It was so dark.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know. I heard you could like see it better with like a better TV, but I don't know. That's weak if like that's like the kind of like the truth. Like I don't know. I'm pretty like.
Dude, they should have made it like, I don't know.
They should have made it not dark. They should have made it during the day and just have a shit ton of fog. Like overcast. Maybe not fog, like overcast.
Dude, I honestly was not impressed with that battle. And I was not impressed with Arya stabbing him out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Dude, and they hyped up Arya's story. I thought Arya was gonna be the, what do they call that dude? The Two-Faced Man? Or the dude
Faceless.
with like red...
Yeah.
I thought she was, that'd been dope
Faceless
if
man.
she was like a completely different person.
Yeah, she didn't really use that much. Like, after she freaking killed, like, the phrase and whatnot, she kind of just freaking...
There was so much stuff that was just not finished.
Yeah.
Literally not finished.
It was rough, dude. It was so bad.
The cast did not agree with the way stuff was going.
The actor that played Bran's, like, read it, and he's like, okay, like, where's the actual, like, script? Before, like, they, like, he's reading the script, and he's like, okay, like, where's the actual script? Like, he couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Could they not do anything? Like, could you not, like, I'm surprised no one bucked up and said, dude, like they're not gonna get fired. They're the main character. I would have said, dude, what the fuck are you smoking?
People probably did. We just don't hear about that.
Okay, true.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty weak. Like, I don't know. I wanted to see all like the Destiny shit and like the epic like conclusion, like Jon versus the Night King. Because they could have had Arya like kill the Night King. They could have done it. But it should have been like, if you wanted her to kill him, it should have been like him fighting the Night King. He's like about to kill Jon, or about to like kill Arya. And they like help each other to somehow like get him. But like not having Jon fight him just seems like criminal to me. Because like they're like staring each other down. Like in season 4, like it's like the Night King knows like, okay, like that's like the bad motherfucker that I need to take out to, you know, just completely rule the world and turn everyone into White Walkers. And Jon's like, okay, like I'm the face of this franchise. Like if anyone's gonna, you know, fuck him up, it's gonna be me. And if I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna like really help whoever does do it. You know, like it just doesn't make sense.
I really liked the show when everybody was spread out over Westeros and there was all the side stories going on.
Yeah.
All this build up, and then you like put everyone back together and it's just like they didn't know what to do when they were all back together. Like it was not a smooth transaction. You honestly should have just kept the fucking side stories and like put the weirdest twist on television history.
Yeah. That would have been interesting if he just took each spot like one big kingdom at a time. Yeah. Like the Night King, and the stories remained separate. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, it's all water under the bridge now. Nothing we can do.
Do you think the directors thought they were doing a well job? Or was it...
It's so bad, like, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if they're just like, well, we can't fucking figure this out. Like, we're rushing it. Like, I mean, dude, they have like Starbucks cups or whatever, like coffee cups, like on the table, like when they're filming. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, who's doing like their freaking like due diligence with it? Like, who read this script and like approved it? Like, I don't know. I used to like the best show, like HBO probably just gave them completely free reins.
Really?
They just effed it up. Well, so up to that point, they had made them a lot of money and people were pretty hyped for the last season.
It's like a failing NFL team's locker room. Like, you needed a leader to step up and say, hey, you are going to do this, you're going to do this, we are going to do this. And there was that. I mean, obviously, it's easier said than done. Like, we're just sitting here in a fucking podcast room, fucking...
No, we're not directors or writers or anything.
Who the fuck are we? But, like...
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I wish you directed it, Joe.
I don't know how to direct anything, but I wish I could have like been the vision for it. I wish like almost anyone could have been the vision for it other than them. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking.
You guys all told me Game of Thrones was going to be my favorite TV show, and it really was. And like that means a lot to me, just because you like... I don't really watch TV shows. I don't really like follow stuff like that. I love the fuck out of movies though. With Game of Thrones being out of the picture, what I think is undisputedly the best TV show ever created. Do you want to try and guess it? What I'm gonna say?
Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad's really good.
For real.
Yeah.
I think Breaking Bad is the best TV show that's ever been made.
It's really good.
They didn't fuck it up, dude. They didn't drag it on. It was beautifully created. Dude.
Yeah.
And they even did that like little like side spin movie, what's it called? El
Camino. I liked that
beautiful
too.
Movie,
yeah.
Dude. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. But I just like, I don't know. I agree with like the endings, like really, it's like they just, you know, closed it really well. But the best of Game of Thrones is like my favorite show still. Like I can't, like, I don't know. It's like I almost like don't even count like the last season just because it's so gnarly. But yeah, Breaking Bad's up there for me for sure. Like, yeah. Didn't
Danny say because of season 7 and 8, Game of Thrones is not worth the watch?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
No, I don't. I think that it's still just like nothing like any other like TV show. So I still think it's worth it to like see the story like up to, it's like season 6 is like my favorite season. So I think it's worth it. Yeah, I don't know. He definitely has a point that the ending is just so bad that I can see like why it wouldn't be worth like starting. But if you're like really into like stories, really into like, you know, seeing like all the crazy shit, I still think it's like worth watching.
Have you noticed like the stuff being produced today? A bunch of it is just like very good camera work, very good like angles
Cinematography,
and like editing. But the stories, like people are just fucking them up, dude. Like,
yeah. They're running out of ideas a little bit.
And there's so many like remakes of movies being made because like no one can produce anything good anymore.
Yeah.
Like that, dude, people really, over the course of the last like 15 years, honestly, like when technology hit, there's been such a like decline in the amount of creativity and like wellness of like culture.
Yeah. Yeah, yes and no. Like I get what you're saying, like I agree with it, but I was really feeling that like 2019 or 2018. Like I thought the movies were like really bad, but now like I don't know. I thought the last year was like really good. Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Whenever like Tarantino comes out with something, you know it's gonna be worth watching. You know it's gonna be like an absolute freaking banger. Like that. I thought 1917 was sweet.
Dude, I was gonna say I
thought the Joker was really sweet.
Joker was good.
I don't know how you feel about Parasite, but I liked Parasite. I thought like they had like good movies, but
I watched 1917 like 2 nights ago. I thought it was again.
It was the cinematography was sweet.
Dude, they had like German soldiers like in the middle of nowhere on this guy's like quick journey to this place, and they're like running around hip firing, like chasing this dude, and he like doesn't have a gun.
Yeah,
and he's like,
that's a little stupid.
He like grabs someone and he's like, hey, like be quiet, don't say anything, and then he takes his hand off him, and then the dude like screams. Yeah. It's like what? Like, and then they
that's good. That's unrealistic.
They take the German soldier or whatever out of the plane, and they're like, "You're gonna be okay."
That was stupid. Okay, you're making good points.
Stabs him, and it's like, what the fuck? And then you're like, it's this giant build up to the end, and then the dude's like running down the front lines of the trench, and then he gets to the colonel or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, like I have this message. Your order is to stop." And then he's like, okay, the first or second wave went, like RIP. He like opens the note, and then he's like, okay, the attack's off, everybody retreat, and the dude just like walks off to like a tree, and then the movie ends. I was like, what did I just watch, man? I didn't like it.
You're poking a lot of holes in it for sure. I just thought that the camera work was so good. I liked the soundtrack. Like I liked the story. Like of having to stop like a freaking, you know, a big like charge, but there's definitely like a lot of like, I don't know, comparing that to like a Saving Private Ryan, which is like obviously like one of the best movies, the best movies of all time. Hard. It's like, you know, it's G compared to R kind of like, it's just like, I don't know.
I was gonna say it definitely was made for it was definitely made for like in any age type of audience, and specific like I would watch 1917 with like my grandma or something like that's that's definitely more like a and there's people that need non-violent movies just because it's too much to watch like a Saving Private Ryan or like a Pulp Fiction or like a Reservoir Dogs type movie, you know what I mean? Like
all great movies though.
Some people just can't hang, dude.
That's fine, but if you're gonna watch a war movie, you kind of gotta know that you're getting into that and accept it. Otherwise, don't watch war movies. I don't like the whole like making a war movie like PG-13 so you can like make money off of like a larger audience. Like I get what they're doing, but that just doesn't like. That's why I'm so like stoked the Joker was R. Cause like I know like
people
the studio like
the Joker. I love the Joker.
So it says like people just getting mad over nothing. Like I don't know, like I know that they like were trying to make it PG-13 and trying to like kid it up, and I'm so glad that didn't happen. It was just all like raw and gnarly because that's like life. Like I don't know, like not everything's like, you know, sunshine and roses. Like
when I was watching the Joker, I was like, dude, like this is literally like telling the story of like this. Like these people that just like are fucking begging for work, begging for money, and just like getting harassed, and just every day it's just such a shitty fucking day, dude. And then on top of all that, you have like so many people struggling with mental diseases, and then you have like these doctors just fucking writing prescriptions, and it's just like, is that the way to do it? Like, how do we handle this? And then you just have like these people just breaking down mentally, breaking down physically, to the point where like they fucking take a gun and they just blast someone on television, you know? Like that, dude, that's related to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that movie was beautiful, and it touched like a piece that a lot of people like, and it's like people didn't like the movie.
Yeah.
They said it was too much.
Then like, yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything really to say to people like that. Like, don't watch it, I guess. Like, I don't know, like it should definitely be a movie, and it should definitely be out there for people to watch. Like, I think a lot of people liked it. Like, I think it was like, you know, like he won the Academy Award for it, so it obviously like got like some credit. It's just like the people that said it's like too much or too heavy, like, okay, like that's, you know, fine, just don't watch movies that hurt you emotionally or whatever. Like, I don't know, it's the end of the day, it's just a movie. Like, it's a reflection of a lot of what's going on in life and a lot of like the bad. But if you're gonna let that like affect your psyche, then I don't know what to say. Like will bum, you know, like will bum you out. Like, they're really heavy, get you like, you know, emotional, and that's like, I don't know. I think that's like good. Like, you know, that's like what it's supposed to do. That's like what you're supposed to be feeling. But okay, like after you watched it, if you're like gonna like bash it because it's like heavy, then okay, like you shouldn't be watching this.
You know what else they fucked up on? That was like also like a big part of like American culture is the new Star Wars movies.
Oh yeah,
what the fuck?
I don't know.
What the actual fuck were they thinking?
I think they just want to make money. Dude, it's money, dude. I think they want to make money and be like, you know, try to like, you know, match like culture.
They made the main antagonist is the bad guy, right? The antagonist is like the bad guy, right?
The antagonist is bad guy, yeah.
They have this main antagonist called Kylo Ren, who's supposed to be like this like badass, doesn't show emotions, and just like this like well put together person that's like about to take over like trying to take over the galaxy, but yet you have him like screaming and crying like a little bitch, and like taking out his lightsaber and like smashing all this stuff, and like literally throwing a temper tantrum, you know, and you have like his dorky like long black hair like in his face. Dude, what the
it just seems soft.
The acting, the people they chose to play these roles,
it all seems soft. Like, I don't know,
what the fuck, man.
I know like what the movies like we grew up on, like Phantom Menace, like Attack of the Clones,
those were great.
Revenge of the Sith. Like, I know like a lot of the generation beforehand are like, oh, like these are cheesy, these are whack, like, and that's like, it must be just like a kind of like a generational thing. But I don't think anyone can really like deny the fact that these like newest Star Wars they just seem so soft, like just trying to like be like as politically correct as like possible. Like, dude, it's like movies, it's like, it's art. Like, everyone you know, people should have like artistic like liberty to like, you know, if it's a like battles and stuff that's going on, it should be intense. Like, I don't know, like you compare like the new Star Wars to like Revenge of the Sith, and it doesn't seem like the same like thing at all. Like, Revenge of the Sith's like dark, like he's like betraying people, killing like little kids, like going on a fucking like rampage, power hungry, gnarly, like trying to like take over the world. And then you got like, you know, this where it's just like, oh, like, oh my god, like I don't know, I really like, it's just bad.
And they brought Darth Sidious back, and he's like this person living underground, and then he's like in the movie for like the last like 20 minutes, and then they kill him again. I don't know. What the fuck? I
don't get it. They're probably just trying to like save it somehow because they knew they screwed up. But I don't know, it's like same thing with Game of Thrones. Like, don't know what you're doing.
One of my goals this summer is, and the script's done, and it's not going to be a 2-hour movie or anything. I want to make like a 20-30 minute Star Wars parody, and the script's done.
Really?
I know who, like, it's just going to be like a commitment process. I think we could film it in a day. But like I said, we just need like a few costumes, couple resources, and just like people free.
Dude,
it'd be fucking hilarious.
It'd be hilarious. It'd be hilarious.
I showed a few people like the script. Shout out Squid. I want him to. He's like does music production, super good at it. Like you know how 19
gotta get him on board then.
You know how 1917 you said it, like the music track in the background?
Yeah.
That's what Squid does.
Oh,
so
heck yeah.
I want him to do that sort of thing, but not as intense. It's more like a parody style in our movie. And like he was reading the script and he literally texted me like, what the fuck is this? Like laughing emojis. Like it's fucking, it'd be hilarious, bro. And like Hunter's one of the main characters.
Yeah, of course.
Like, oh my
God. Naturally.
Dude.
When are you gonna have him on, man? That's gonna be insane.
Dude. Dude, is he not like this famous like superstar? That's like
he's pretty freaking hilarious.
Every new person that comes and like kicks it with us or parties with us, like they always become friends with Hunter. Like everyone loves Hunter, dude. Yeah. What is Hunter?
Pretty like nice guy that doesn't, like I don't know, it's like funny. Like I don't know, dude. I don't have the answer to that one. Like,
dude, he's hilarious. Yeah, he's literally hilarious.
Just gotta know him, I guess. Like I don't know. It's insane. His podcast gonna be funny. Just the shit he does, like his mannerisms, the shit he does. It's all really funny.
His views on what reality is. He's living in a different reality.
He's living on something. I don't know. Yeah. It's pretty funny though.
I want to get him on. I want to get Bobby on.
Same time or different?
Different.
Yeah.
Different. You would, and Hunter being on solo would just be something else.
Yeah. Dude, man. So I actually have a question for you.
Yeah.
So how is it being back in California compared to Oregon? Like how do you feel about like living outside of California?
I lived in like a isolated city where you just did not see people outside in the streets how you do now, and it was very foggy, very rainy, very windy. Like you don't see people playing spike ball at the park. Like the beaches are made out of like rocks, the waves are super rough, and like everyone I met was fucking like married with children at our age, and it was just like people going through divorce. It was crazy, bro. It was literally insane.
Dang.
I mean, I definitely like discovered more about myself, who I am, what I want to do, like why I'm here type shit. Like I had like a lot of nights just grinding homework, like thinking about stuff like that. And I just like appreciate this area, and I appreciate you guys so much more, because like once you do, like dude, I was literally like living in isolation.
Yeah.
You can ask Hunter about it, dude. Yeah, Hunter was at my house for like a week and a half, and literally ask him about like my sleeping schedule. This is what I did. I would have work 5 days a week from 2:30 to like 11 p.m. pretty much, and then I'd get off work at 11 p.m. By the time I got home, showered, ate dinner, it was like midnight. But the thing is, I was taking 14 credits my spring quarter.
Jeez.
And working full time, and then I would do homework from like 12 p.m. to 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and then I would go to bed until like 8 a.m. to like 1:30 p.m. and then just wake up and do the same thing 5 days in a row, and then it'd be my Friday. But the thing is, I'm not off work until my Friday at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
So there's no such thing as a Friday night. And then I do homework until like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. And I got so gypped on some of my classes. I needed to like finish up my AA degree. I needed like another like art. So I did music appreciation online. And you think it'd be this super easy like chill class, but it was a condensed 9-week course. And I actually took it online through Questa.
Oh, okay. You have to write a lot of papers?
It wasn't necessarily writing. It was the craziest shit I was doing. I spent more time on music appreciation than I did on physiology and statistics combined. Dude, I'm not shitting you. It was, fuck, dude, I counted, I had 14 assignments, like, combine all the classes, it was like 14 assignments due each week for like 9 weeks, 10 weeks. It was honestly like insane. It was literally just getting information from this textbook and like writing papers, like you said, responding to people, doing discussions, and just like literally like reading a foreign language, because it's like world music, so you're not, it's like, it's shit way back in the past, completely different names, and you're just like doing projects and just like these, like listening to all this stuff. It was crazy, bro. It was literally crazy. I spent more time on that than like I said, than physiology and statistics combined. It was actually fucking crazy. And the thing is,
that's so broke.
It was staggered. It was staggered the days stuff were due. So it was like every night something was due. And then the chapters were super long, and all the stuff was based on the chapters. So I was reading like 40 textbook pages a day. Like I probably read like 800 or 900 textbook pages in the span of like 9 weeks. And it was just stuff that was, I mean, it was cool, I guess.
You didn't have your textbook online? It's like a physical textbook?
No, it was a physical textbook that I'm like reading, taking notes and like highlighting and stuff. Okay, so the final for music appreciation was like, it was like just under like 5 hours. Like it took me that long to write. And the thing is, the essays were like, she like posted the essays, so like you had a chance to like write them and stuff like beforehand, but literally it took the 80 questions or whatever, it literally took me 5 hours. It was insane, bro. Like it was so I got gypped on that. And then like I was saying, like I'd get off work my Friday night, start doing my homework at 12 a.m, go to bed. It's now my Saturday. And the thing is, I was so sleep deprived and just living off of caffeine that I would wake up on my Saturday at like 4 p.m, 5 p.m, 6 p.m. I'd wake up, like eat something because I'm like starving at this point, and then like do a little bit of homework, and then I would just fucking like slump again, and then wake up at like close to midnight. And now it's like my Saturday is completely done.
Yeah.
And then I would start the grind again at like around midnight from my Saturday at like 11 p.m. up until like Sunday morning at like 8 a.m, 7 a.m, 6 a.m, and then go to bed, and then wake up like my Sunday. The Sunday's gone at this point. So like I didn't get a Friday, and I slept all of Saturday.
This is insane, dude. Oh my gosh.
And then I did that for like
schedule.
It was a fucked up schedule. And then and then I just did homework all Sunday, and then woke up, and then boom, Monday. Fastest weekends of my entire life. It was crazy. So like it feels good to be back. Like really appreciate the area, really appreciate all the people and like the things to do. I'm gonna start working super soon, but like it feels really good just like not be on this crazy schedule. And like honestly, like I've been having to take cat naps during the day right now because like my circadian rhythm is just fucking all over the place. Cause I would be like, right now I would just be waking up, you know, and I would be up like crack kind of hours. Dude, ask Hunter about this, bro, cause I put him on that schedule for a little bit because like there's no, like his Hunter was at my house while I was at working, and then I'd come back, and then we'd just like talk, hang out, and I'm just grinding homework this whole time, and then Hunter would stay up with me until like 6 a.m. It was funny. It was chill.
That's gnarly. Dude. Oh man. Were you able to like exercise at all, or like even like leave the house like to like high recreational anything, or just so freaking just boom 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 boom? Sounds like one thing after the other.
So I stopped. So when spring quarter started, that's when I got my full-time job in this insane class schedule. And then so like the end of March until June 18th, I was eating like 1 to 2 meals a day, and I could not work out or like exercise or any of that shit. But before the end of March, fall quarter and winter quarter, I was not working full time. I didn't have a job, and I was just grinding, I was grinding school, and I was able to like work out. I was eating like 3 to 4 meals a day, and I was like over 170 pounds. And then once spring quarter came around, I lost like over 10 pounds. And like my
Damn.
sleep schedule just got fucked up. But I don't know, I didn't really do anything, dude. All I did was grind, work and school. That's all I did.
Damn.
It was a good
Good thing you're not doing that anymore, dude.
Yeah. It was a good like change of balance, because honestly, like I felt like I was like a little out of control before that, and then like I kind of like got shaped up, figured out like exactly what I wanted to do, some goals, some personal shit, and like boom, like I'm back ready to go.
Dude. Nice. Yeah, you seem different, man.
Really?
Yeah. Like I don't know like what, like I can't like put like a word on it, but it's like you seem like different. That's crazy.
That's what some people were saying, like our friends, that's what they were saying. Like, how so?
Maybe like more like
I feel smarter, bro.
You seem like more like maybe like serious.
Okay.
Maybe like more like, I don't know, like kind of like driven, I'd say. I got like serious, like driven, but like I don't know. I think you still like have you definitely whip out your freaking gnarly fun side, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We're glad to have you back though.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot.
Were you are you gonna get a membership with Bobby?
I'm not gonna get a membership for anything until I get a job started up again.
Okay.
I just don't want to like. I have a.
You don't want to freaking another like damn bill to pay. I get that for
exactly.
sure, 100%.
But I mean, I'm for sure going to get like. I'm gonna get my weight back on, because right now I feel like skinny as a guardrail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like coming back slow right now.
Yeah.
You know? I'm just kind of like
Putting your foot in the water,
Get my
doing
foot
a
in
little
the
weight
water.
in. Yeah, I feel you. Dude, it's crazy though, like when you like kind of a little sleep deprived and you only are getting like 1 or 2 meals, like that shit sucks. That's gnarly.
Like, this wouldn't be happening right now if I did not go to Oregon. Just because, dude, the thing is, like, I was sober.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that sounds like I'm some, like, gnarly drug addict and, like, drinking alcohol and smoking nicotine and doing THC every day. No, that's, like, there's very professional people that drink wine every night, and that alters their state of consciousness. But no, literally, Joe, I was fucking sober. I was sober as a gopher. Like, and it's crazy. I quit smoking weed August 2019, and that really cleared my head up. If you're ever feeling hazy, man, and you smoke weed like frequently and you want to like try something new, just go like 2 months without smoking weed, and you will start thinking differently. Like, the circuitry in your brain just works completely different. And then alcohol, I remember getting in Oregon, so September, and then I came back here for Halloween, obviously drank with you guys that weekend, and then leaving again until December, came back winter break, like obviously like turned up, and then from January to June 18th, I drank, I think, once with Alexander when he came the first week of January, and then once with Hunter, and then once when I went on like a little like one night. I had like a weekend, and this was like the end of May pretty much, so I was like pretty much done with school. I went and visited like Orion, Evan, Squid, Nick. They were in Mount Shasta, and it was like a 3.5 hour drive, so I just needed a break.
Yeah,
so I drank like 3 times in the span of like almost 7 months.
Dude, that's
and
crazy.
I was just thinking and working completely differently.
That's gnarly.
I was inspired,
dude.
I was literally inspired.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
That's gnarly. That's sweet. You did it. Don't think I could do that right now. And that's a lot of sobriety for a long period of time. That's sweet though, especially if it like cleared you up.
Yeah,
more, I guess. Yeah.
Do you miss living at Luneta with everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's weird, huh? It's weird.
It's in, like, I don't know. It's like I'm like back in my house until like I move up to SF, and it's like, dang, like living back with my parents. It's like cool, like hanging out with them and stuff, but it's like, oh, like it's just so nice living in SLO with like all my buddies and being able to like just have fun, like at the snap of a finger.
Yeah. It's crazy because you guys are I'm not the biggest fan of downtown, don't get me wrong. Like, I've had some amazing memories there, but like you guys for sure, like the downtown portion of like the friend group, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you guys can't really do that anymore.
No, it's gone.
You guys lived super close to downtown and it was like a hot Uber away, and now you guys like all live in Cayucas, Los Osos again, like.
And we're kind of a little bit used to that though, with all like that quarantine going on. So I was like, when COVID hit and they like closed the bars, like told us like freaking stay inside. We like, that was definitely like a harder pill to swallow. Like, it definitely got us more into like movies and like doing like stuff inside. But it's like, it would have been cool if none of that had happened. So we could have just, went balls to the walls for like a couple months before we all graduate. But
why do you think you like downtown so much?
I think it's definitely like worn off, like it's like first effect. Because like at first I was like, oh, this is so sweet. Like, I can drink in like pretty much like in public now. Like, I'm old enough to like do that. Like, I finally like did my time waiting and was like just doing like a bunch of like house parties. Like high school, like you just like go to like house parties or like bonfires or whatever. And that's like when you drink. But now to like have that option to just like go to a party pretty much, but it's like not a party, but you know what I mean? Like, just immediately go. That was like big. I like meeting like new people downtown. That's really cool. Yeah. And then I like all the different options. Like, if like the one party's like whack, like before you're 21, like that's kind of like, a big like, okay, like you got to find another party. You got to like do a lot of maneuvering. But if one bar is whack or doesn't have hot girls or doesn't have people that you like fuck with, you can just go right to like the next one. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. That's probably why. Plus, it's like, oh, it's fun to like pregame really gnarly, go with like your buddies. And it's like kind of like, your college, like part of the college experience. I feel like high school, it was definitely more like house party, bonfire. And then like a college experience is like bars. Yeah. Because like you're finally 21. At least for my experience.
Because of COVID, when was the last time you guys have been able to like fully go downtown? I remember we went a couple times right when I got back, but it wasn't
the same. Yeah. I don't remember. I know there was like this time that we went right before it hit, but I can't even really like remember what happened or what went down.
When did the bars shut down?
When did they shut down? I don't know. I don't know when they officially shut down.
Probably like March.
Yeah,
April.
Sounds about right. Yeah. Oh, we'll see. It was like right at the end of winter quarter. Cause like we were taking our finals and like all the finals like got canceled pretty much, and then like the bar shut down like right during that time.
And it's crazy because a lot of people are like, shit, dude, we're living in fucking quarantine. This sucks. And then there was you guys and what you guys were doing on your Snapchat stories. Yeah. And it sounded like you guys were in fucking like resort vacation.
Yeah, we made the best of it. That's
you guys
for sure.
Really made the best of quarantine.
We just, we started full sending and like not letting quarantine slow us down. Because I mean, I don't know, like I graduated before, like I was done with school before them, so I had like 11 weeks where I wasn't like doing anything. So like I got like really into like making bomb grub, like barbecuing, like looking at cocktails and stuff, making some cocktails, and we just started like sending it to the beach because
like all the time.
Yeah,
that's working out together.
Working out, yeah, that's big.
Were you guys going on like hikes and stuff?
They went on more hikes. I only went like on one. I'm not like a extremely big hiker, but it's fun. We were doing like a lot of like beach mainly and like barbecuing at the house and yeah.
When you moved to San Francisco, do you see yourself getting like locked down with a girl?
I don't know.
Or you just in being like grind mode for work?
Yeah, I'm probably just being like grind mode, and then I'm definitely gonna want to have fun. Yeah. So I don't know if like I'm gonna be looking for that. I'm sure like eventually, but I don't know, at start I might just want to focus on work and kind of be a weekend warrior, have my, fun Friday, Saturday night, and then like get back to the grindstone. I think that all just depends on, the people I meet and stuff.
Yeah. Do you think you're gonna like make a new friend group where you go?
Yeah, I'd say so.
With like work buddies?
Yeah. But then I have my brother there too, and I'm gonna be hanging out with him a lot, so yeah, it'd be pretty sweet.
What's your like ideal, like say you had an indefinite amount of money, what is your ideal house to build? Like what is that going to be like?
It was like definitely like a big house with like a really nice yard. Like I want like a gnarly pool with like a bunch of like rocks that you can like jump off of, like slides. Insanely good lawn, like a barbecue pit with like an outdoor bar. Like, I don't know, like definitely like that type of vibe. Indoors, like some gnarly like staircases, but like really like open floor plan. Not like a whole lot of like shit. Like really like simple, like modern, minimalist.
Would you do a like multiple story house with stairs?
For sure.
Dude, that'd
be so sweet.
My dream house is not having stairs.
No? Really?
Fuck walking up stairs, bro. If you're gonna cash out that hard, no stairs, dude. One level, but like big, spread out. Like
that'd be dope too. Like I'm not picky, but I don't know. It's kind of cool to like go up high and like check out some like dope views.
Yeah.
Depends on where like the location is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Definitely like the outside's like big for me. Like I want like a gnarly like dream home, gnarly pool, grass lawn, barbecue pit, and then like not really like big TV for like watching stuff, like nice couches.
No, it's clutch. Are those like outside? It's like something connected to the house, and there's like an overhang over it, but you're like still outside, and there's like a hot tub and like a bar area, and you're like protected from the sun a little bit, but you're still like really out
Those
there.
are insane. Yeah,
those are dope.
With like you can have like the screens that close them off too if you want. And, those are really sweet. I'd be super down.
Dude, I picture you. For those of you that know the game Mafia, I picture you having like a fucking like a platform where the narrator sits, and then all the members of the game
circle.
Like on like it's like made out of like stone. Like not chairs that are like movable, but literally like concrete stone.
Oh, that would be so sweet.
Like and like I don't know, maybe like a fire in the middle somehow.
That'd be so
crazy,
sweet,
bro. That'd be fucking crazy.
Who knows, man? Maybe I'll make it happen. We'll be doing some Mafia games in the future. Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome.
Why is it so important to play games? And not just physical games, but like mental games? Games.
For me or just in general?
Just in general.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think like just doing like no one ever wants to sit idle. I feel like people are always like trying to like do stuff to push themselves or like get like some sort of like growth, and I think games are kind of an outlet for that. For like me specifically, I'm really competitive, so I like I don't like losing at stuff. I like going out and like competing, having fun. For me, and I don't know, they're really fun. I just think they're really fun. I think that's probably why.
It's like a good exercise for your brain, right?
Yeah, 100%. Mafia is like, it's good at like getting you like to, know when to say things and stuff. Like learning how to like talk well and like how to like convince someone of something, how good your like persuasion skills are. Like it definitely is like getting your mental repetitions in with that game.
Tell them how to play Mafia. Like describe the rules and the purpose of the game, what each card means.
Mafia is pretty much like it's a line kind of game, but it's like a social game. You can play with like your buddies or with strangers. And basically there's the purpose of the game, if you're a citizen, which is like one of the roles, is to find out who the Mafia people are. And we like get like teams by distributing cards, and each card has like a different role, and the ace is the mafia. They're like the bad guys. And basically, if you're not mafia, if you're a citizen or any of the other roles, you're just trying to figure out who the bad guys are and then take them out of the game. And then if you're like a mafia member, you're trying to eliminate the rest of the players. And like you take people out of the game by like convincing everyone else that they're it, and then getting like the whole squad to vote them out pretty much. It's like really, yeah, it's a really good game for like getting better at like persuasion.
And there's a narrator.
Like, yeah, and the narrator like pretty much facilitates the game and makes sure everything runs smoothly. And they can like tell a story with the game that's like another added dimension.
And there's like nighttime where everybody closes their eyes, and the narrator says, if you are in an ace, you're the mafia, open your eyes, and then however many people are playing with will have like one ace or two or three aces, and then they open their eyes and they like, everyone has their eyes closed, and these people, like the aces, point to someone they want to kill, and they all have to agree on the same person. And then they close their eyes, and then the narrator says, okay, like if you're a king, you're the inspector. And the inspector points at somebody, and the narrator either gives a thumbs up saying, hey, they're mafia, they're a bad guy, or a thumbs down saying like, no, they're a non-mafia. And then there's also a queen, which you are like the healer, and you can heal people throughout the night. So if the mafia pointed to somebody, but you heal them, you don't know that the mafia pointed at them, but you're the queen, you can heal them, and that just like throws another side spin on the game. And you can heal yourself. It's fucking dope.
Knowing, so yeah, like as mafia, like knowing who to kill is like, or who to take out of the game is like big. And like when all this is going on, like your eyes, if you're just like a citizen, your eyes are closed. Or it's like when the narrator says mafia, open their eyes, everyone's else eyes are closed. They don't know what's happening, who's pointing the fingers where. So it's like, oh, it's like a big mystery. Yeah, it's a really good game. Recommend it.
Dude, we actually played last night.
You guys did?
Yeah,
no way,
dude. Hilarious. Mafia, we played one round, but it was a very fun round. I was narrator actually.
Oh, nice.
And Mafia won.
Who was Mafia?
Orion and Hunter.
Ooh, okay.
And then Bobby, I'm just gonna say Bobby got like Bobby lost because it came down to like there being more mafia than civilians, but like Bobby was one of the last remaining civilians. Bobby was just being like influenced by, like Bobby was like just buying everything Orion was saying. It was hilarious because usually Bobby's like very analytical and like catches people's bullshit, but he did not catch a certain person's bullshit.
Hell yeah. Dang, kudos to Orion. Fuck. Damn. Bobby getting hoodwinked. You don't see that much.
Yeah. Joe, how much can you bench press? Because I remember we were at a gym like last summer or some shit. It was me, you, Bobby, and Mark. And Bobby and I like PR'd, and it was like 165 like one or two times. I think I did it like twice, and I was like, dude, like I'm so proud of myself. And then you're fucking doing like hundreds more times like past that.
So in our gym, home gym like thing, just must have been like a month ago, I hit 255 for 2 reps.
Okay.
So that's like my max.
255.
Yeah.
And how much do you weigh?
Like 158, like right around 160.
So you're benching like 100 pounds more than you weigh?
Yeah, pretty.
That's
pretty
gnarly,
close, yeah.
dude. That's fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's not too late to join the UFC.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. Need to do a lot more than be able to do that to be good at the UFC. But yeah, I don't know, kind of like similar to like Mafia, like working out's big, like with just, trying to like better yourself, whatever like your goals are and stuff. So when I hit that, I was really stoked.
If you were to learn a martial art right now, what would it be?
I wrestled, so that's like my like martial art that I like grew up with, but jiu-jitsu is what I want to do like when I move to San Francisco, when like everything opens back up.
Damn.
Yeah.
What else besides jiu-jitsu?
That's the big one. I don't know if there's any like Sambo gyms around here, but that would be interesting.
Because of Khabib.
Yeah, that's really similar to wrestling, so that would be cool. Maybe kickboxing. I don't know.
That'd be, dude. I could see you kickboxing.
Yeah.
Striking some people down.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu is like what I'm looking forward to for sure. Like I'm definitely gonna join a jiu-jitsu gym and check it out.
Is there, if you had to pick one person on the Central Coast, like, that you'd be, like, scared of to fight, who would it be?
Oh, there'd be, like, a bunch of people that'd kick my ass, but...
Like in Los Osos, Moribe, Cayucas?
Who I just, like, know would fuck me up?
Yeah.
Trajan Peachum, for sure. Yeah.
I'm trying to get him on the podcast.
Dude, you gotta get him on, man.
I was talking to Eli, and Eli was like, yeah, he said he was down or some shit. He was gonna, like, add me on Snapchat. That'd be a good gnarly podcast,
dude.
Bro.
That would be sweet. You should do that. I'm curious to hear what that kid's been up to.
Really?
What he has to say. Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, I was like 2 nights ago, I was like falling asleep and I was talking about all this with Bobby, and like we were like name dropping some like funny I'll tell you some once this goes off air, but like we came up with like 10 plus people that would just be like, what the fuck if they like came on here and like sat here, like not discrediting you guys, but like maybe it's because it'd be like so gnarly because they aren't like my immediate friends to hang out with, and it's like like some mysterious, like, dude, that's what I'm saying, like this class of people that we've like grown up with, I don't know, I think so highly of it because there's so many fucking like savages, and it's like, dude, I don't know if you belong in this reality.
Yeah.
In a good way. In a very good way.
We're in it though, dude. whether we belong in it or not, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know, we're all pretty lucky to be living in this time period for the most, the most part. Yeah. For sure.
Well, we've been going for like over or about 2 hours now, and I'm fucking starving. So
heck yeah, unless there's grub.
Do you want to go munch somewhere right now?
Dude, I'm down. What are you thinking?
That's a hard question.
We'll talk about this. Dude, thanks for having me on though, dude. This was sweet.
Anything you want to say to them?
I don't know. Keep having fun. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep working for what you're working for. I don't know. You only get one life, so you gotta make it count.
You guys heard it from Joe Morris himself. Joe, thank you for coming on.
Thanks again.
And thank you guys for watching.
Oh, dude.
How'd you like it?
That was dope.
That was dope, huh?